Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gavinsky's Tutorials. Today I'm looking at Things Fold by AudioThing, and this is available for desktop, Mac, Windows and Linux, and iOS. By AudioThing, based on the Serge Wave Multipliers Eurorack module. So this is a Wavefolder, and for anybody who doesn't know, wavefolding is basically a way of taking peaks in a signal that happen over a certain threshold, and instead of just clipping them, like basically chopping them off, it folds them back on the wave. So you end up with a signal with lots of peaks and valleys, right? Like this here. And so this adds a lot of complex harmonics, and you can use it for milder saturation, like here. Or you can get really gnarly. So there are a lot of possibilities. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the main controls of the UI. There'll be a lot of audio examples and tweaking tips. I'll just mention as well briefly that I've got copies of AudioThing apps for iOS and a copy of any AudioThing desktop plugin to give away on my Patreon. There's a link in the pinned comment. Also, if you're a fan of the channel and you buy desktop plugins that are on Plugin Boutique, it'd be great if you could use my affiliate link, which you'll also find in the comment. It's a great way to help me at no cost to you. All right, everyone, thanks a lot. Now, let's look at the UI and stuff. So there are some presets and they might give you some idea of what the app can do. But personally, with an app like this, I would rather just dial things in myself. And same goes for the randomizer. I don't find the results very usable, mostly with the randomizer, because again, it just depends so much on what you're putting in. So the output of the randomizer is mostly just going to be too random and just not that interesting. So there are very few controls. It's just far easier to just learn what everything does and dial things in yourself. So let's look at the parameters. So I'm going to change this to init again. So yeah, here we can see our wavefolding. So you can see here what I mean about how this level, everything above this level, is now being folded back on the waveform, and it's creating this little valley, right? That jumping there is just happening because I'm sometimes switching between using a mouse and using my finger. I'm just going to stick to using my finger. It's much nicer. So yeah, fold is increasing the gain before the wave folding occurs. So the more gain you add, the more folding there will be. And then over here, we have an envelope follower. Now, if we turn this to the right, you can see we have positive values there. If we turn it to the left, we've got negative values. Now down here, we also have buttons to control the attack and release time of the envelope follower, and they're not doing anything because I haven't really dialed anything in there on that. So let's talk about what positive and negative values do. So positive values will increase the folding more as the input audio level is higher. So basically louder sounds will have more folding. So if we look at AU Gen X, basically when we get up here, we're getting more folding. Now if we change it so that we have a negative value here, then we're getting less folding as it gets louder. So you can hear the difference there. let's look at that on this Relic Flow. $2, what a bargain. So you can hear, you know, when we have these sharp hits, sudden changes from quiet to loud. Now all of these percussive sounds are heavily folded. I'll put it back to init. Now let's just bring a little bit of fold in. So here we have this pre and post section. So at the moment it's set up so that pre-wavefolding we can add feedback, and then we can use this low pass filter to take out any excessive harshness, harsh high notes. So we can have the feedback with that low pass filter come in before the wavefolding, or we can use this to put it after. So now the feedback will happen after the wavefolding. So let's listen to that. So as you can hear, that gets much more extreme. If you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn them down if you're sensitive to high pitches. Now again, we can use this low pass filter to tame it a little bit. And you can see you sometimes just get these interesting little sweet spots. And then you can just use this filter for general tone sculpting. So you can take out low end or reduce high, whatever. And of course then you could also use the mix knob, right, to mix in the clean and processed signal. So and now I just brought it back so the feedback is pre-wavefolding again. So I'm not going to go through all of the different settings. I've done that before. I think my video on noises, the app that AudioThing did with Heinbach, I went into all these controls, so you could always watch that one. But I will just mention that you've got oversampling options if you're getting any unwanted aliasing. But those will increase CPU load a lot. Well, it's come down again now. So you can see here the feedback is pre. I'm going to bring that feedback down, and I'm going to change pre to post. Playing with the low pass there. Now, we definitely want that high pass up a little bit, I think, in the pre. notice, by the way, that even when we take out the input signal, if we have feedback above a certain level here, we still might be getting sound going on forever, basically, inside Fold. One thing it's worth paying attention to is that you really got to remember that this low-pass filter only applies to the fed-back signal. So if we have the feedback all the way down and we're playing around with the low-pass filter there, it's not gonna make any difference to the sound. Only if we bring feedback up is this gonna start doing anything. It's a really good sound. So yeah, it's really worth playing around, trying to find some sweet spots. Okay, everyone. So again, you'll find a bunch of useful links and stuff in the pinned comment. I'll also put a link to a playlist of videos I've done on AudioThing apps. And some are spoken reviews and some are just cool audio demos. So I hope you enjoyed this, and remember that you can help me out if you want by smashing the like and leaving a comment and so on. You'll also find links to my Twitter, Insta, and so on in that pinned comment. All right, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next vid. Thanks again for your support, whatever form it takes, and have a great day or evening wherever you are. Okay, see you in the next video.